Welcome back to another vlog of mine. If you are new around here, my name is Tyler. Stick around for home, lifestyle vlogs, hauls and chats. And if you're returning, thank you for clicking on another video of mine. So, if you hadn't have watched, I mean spoiler, if you hadn't have watched last week's weekly vlog, go give that a watch. I don't really go into details about what happened, I'll do that now, but essentially, if my last week's weekly vlog was not to a high standard and there wasn't a lot of content, this would be why. So this is actually the second time it's been redressed. So it was a lot worse last week. My fingers were literally like giant like bandages. So I thought I could update you on what actually happened, and it is all completely my own fault. Just a dumb, stupid thing. I've learnt my lesson, so yeah, I'm going to move you a bit closer. There we go, that's a bit better. So, essentially what happened is, we got Cori a rope long line, because I want to start doing more recoil training with him, give him a bit more freedom, things like that. And it is a 30-metre rope nylon lead. We were out on Sunday doing lots of fun. He was going, he was coming back, he was doing really good. There were other dogs in the field and he was like looking at them, but he was like not paying attention to them. One of them was having a frisbee thrown for them. I think they got a little bit too close, so Cori started to trot and run towards them. I panicked and grabbed the nylon lead as he was sprinting off, obviously not realising that that would not do anything, and I instantaneously, I can't even explain how quickly the pain surged through me and how quickly I let go of that rope. Instantaneously I burnt all 4 of my fingers with his rope lead. He was very good though. I don't know if he stopped because he like got bored, but I'm pretty sure he stopped because he heard me go like, ah fuck, because boy oh boy did it hurt. And he came immediately back, which was great. So this happened on Sunday morning. First outing with the long line, and I learnt the hard way that you should probably get gloves if you're working with a long line. I'm yet to order some, but obviously I'm not going to be using it anytime soon. So that happened. I was also kind of stupid in the fact I tried to stay out longer than I should have. Obviously with a burn you need to like immediately get it under cold water. Not cold water, but like cool lukewarm water. But we came back again. Cori was good as gold on the walk home. I'm guessing he could sense that something was wrong with me, and so he was just like being super fantastic on the walk home. Because if you don't know, this is my dominant hand, so I had to walk with my non-dominant hand, which obviously doesn't have a lot of strength or anything to it compared to this hand. So came back, ran it underwater. Cori's been such a sweetheart the last few days, honestly. I was sat at the sink running under cold water for probably about 45 minutes, and anytime I took it away, it immediately started burning again. So I was literally chained to the sink for like an hour and a half. And Cori was literally just sat next to me, not making noise, not doing anything. He just was sat next to me, staring out at the hallway and stuff. I'm assuming as a way of like keeping guard of me, because obviously like that's the only way someone's going to come up behind me, because my back was to the door. So he was super sweet, bless him. So yeah, so that happened. I then was like, I can't just stand by the sink all day. So I got a bowl of water and just had my fingers submerged in that. Was talking to Elliot just to kind of be like, this has happened. I'm in a lot of fucking pain. I was crying. Like, I've never felt pain quite like it. but I've never burnt myself to that degree before, and it sucked. So phoned Elliot, was just keeping him up to date with stuff. He suggested ringing 111 because the pain and it just wasn't going away, and he was like, you should probably just like call 111 to like check that it's fine and everything. So I did that. Had a lot of like back and forths. I had to wait a few hours for a call back from their clinical team, and they called me and essentially said you should go to a medical centre to get it like looked at. Obviously it was a Sunday, so like my normal doctors wasn't open, so we had to go to an urgent treatment centre. So that was our evening on Sunday. I won't go into too much details of what they did, but for anyone that doesn't know, if your burns are severe enough, they cut off your blisters. They cut them off. I believe it's called de-roofing. They de-roof your blisters. So that was fun. It didn't actually hurt, to be honest, because again, it's just a layer of dead skin. TMI for this section. Sorry, I should have probably put that sooner. TMI. They did that. They dressed it, treated it, all that stuff, sent me on the way. Yesterday I went in the morning to get them reassessed and redressed again, and did they look gnarly, like really gnarly. But she treated them, she, you know, did all the stuff, put all the layers and creams and all of the stuff on it. And I have to go in tomorrow to get them redressed and reassessed again. So I've been off work all week, simply because I tried on Monday morning to like do my work, so I like computers and like work from home and stuff like that. And this being my dominant hand, like it's incredibly difficult to type and to do anything really, because I literally just had to use my left hand. So I really struggled. I tried to do it, and my bosses were just like, if you can't like type or stuff like that, like just phone in sick. And I'm very lucky in that I work for an institution that has very, very good sick leave things, like allowances and stuff. So I'm very, very fortunate that I don't have to worry about like money or stuff like that. So yeah, I said to them that I'd wait until Wednesday to see what would happen. My fingers were, I'd probably say, worse than they were on Sunday when they were getting changed. Obviously I think they have to get a bit worse to get better. So I've just phoned in sick for the rest of the week, just to give my hand a rest, because they're very sensitive now, so I can't even like put pressure on my fingers without it being really, really sensitive. So it wasn't going to work. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to get them changed. Hopefully they're going to be a bit better. I'm assuming that on Monday I'm going to have to go in and get them changed. I don't really know how long the healing process is for something like this, because I don't actually know what degree of burn I have, because again it's a friction burn. I think a lot of the doctors and people were quite surprised when I said it was a friction burn from rope, and then they saw the extent of my injuries. Even Elliot was like, I thought you were being a bit of a wimp and exaggerating. I was like, no, like my fingers are fucked. So yeah, so this is kind of how things are going. So obviously I haven't been able to do a lot and go out and do a lot. Like I've literally just kind of just been sat. Even simple things of like me trying to make my breakfast right now, because Elliot doesn't have the luxury of he can just be off work to help care for me and stuff like that. Not that's really caring for me, it's just kind of he has to do all the housework currently and like the washing up and stuff, because again I can't get these wet either. So it was just him being here was like a pressure off, because like there was someone to help. Doing stuff on myself is like a real struggle. So I'm just gonna preface, don't expect too many extravagant things from me, because obviously I have injured myself, and as you can tell it is quite severe, and I don't really know how long it's gonna take for my fingers to heal. So we're just gonna play it by ear, play it by what the doctors say, stuff like that. But I'm hoping that on Monday I can go back to work, and hopefully my fingers aren't going to be too sore that I can actually type and stuff like that. But yeah, so I would just update you on kind of why I've been very quiet this week and why kind of I was quiet at the end of last week, simply because this happened. Completely my fault. Don't even blame Cori. Like, completely my fault. I panicked. I freaked out. Completely my fault. Obviously, he's allowed to do that type of stuff. I just needed to have just stepped on it, calmed down, all of that type of stuff. But I panicked and freaked out. So yeah, that is the update for now. I'm just making myself some breakfast. Although I think it's like 10:30, so it's not really breakfast. And I've just been watching movies. Just pretty much all I can do right now. I can't even like play any games or anything because of my gigantic hand, and it hurts to like have stuff on it. So I literally have just been sat watching TV, and just watching movies, which is actually pretty damn boring. It's pretty damn boring. I think it'd be fine if I had like something that I could watch by myself and like binge watch over these few days, but there's just not really anything that's screaming to me, and the things I do want to watch, me and Elliot are watching together, so I can't watch them without him, obviously. But yeah, so that is the update. Cori has not left my side this entire time. He has just been so cuddly and understanding, and he's just been a super great boy. So I cannot praise him enough. Like, he has been an absolutely perfect dog for this instance. Alexa, stop. So that is my tomatoes and mushrooms going off. So I'm going to try and make my breakfast. We're going to see how we get on. I'm literally just having some tomatoes and mushrooms, some egg, and then just some sourdough with salmon Philadelphia. And I'm going to try and make an iced coffee as well. Things, you don't realise how much you rely on like your hands until you can't use them. And like, I realise how much I use my dominant hand for a lot of things. So yeah, we will get there. Bear with me. And you know, we'll just truck along. You may not even see this. This may just be an update video for you to kind of be like, there's not going to be any vlogs for a while, because I don't really know what I can show you, because again, all I'm really doing is sitting and watching TV. So that's fun. So today is Friday. It is 5:30, so I haven't spoken to you all day. Again, had nothing to really share with you, so that's why. But I literally have just had my doctor's appointment. They've rebandaged. I had 2 blisters that were like still intact, and so those 2 have now been de-roofed as well, ergo they've cut the dead skin off and everything, because it poses more chance of infections and stuff like that. So all my blisters are uncovered now. One of them is healing pretty nicely. The rest are obviously healing, but at a slower rate. So yeah, so I've got chunky fingers again. Not as chunky though. We're slowly going down in thickness with every visit, which is great. I do have some special brown tape that the hospital gave us, which I'll ask Elliot to put on later, just because it lasts a bit longer and is a bit more tactile and stiff. So I'll do that when he gets home. I have to go back in on Tuesday to again get them assessed and redressed, and I'm going in next Friday, well Friday, but today's Friday, so next Friday, to get them looked at again as well. Fingers crossed on Tuesday I won't have to have like all the thick bandages, and it can just be like the thicker plasters. But we'll honestly see how it goes. Very disgusting. But every time they take the stuff off, there's like brown. I don't know if that's a good thing. They don't seem concerned, so I'm assuming that's just part of the healing process, and it's my body just pushing out all of the bad stuff. But it's very disgusting. And I will say I haven't been able to wash this hand properly for nearly a week now. And every time they like take the things off, I'm just like, I'm so sorry if it smells, because I can't do anything about it. I can't help that. Obviously they don't say anything, and I'm pretty sure even if it did really smell, that they would just understand, you know. So yeah, we are slowly getting there. I can actually kind of like touch them now. The middle finger is still a bit sensitive, so that's the only one that's still a little bit like tender if I like accidentally put pressure on it. The rest of them are all fine, so I'm gonna see how I feel on Monday. Because the reason I haven't been able to work this week is because I haven't been able to like put pressure on or bend my fingers, because it like would put pressure on the wounds and then it would hurt. But I think on Monday I should be fine. I'll just have to work upstairs off of Elliot's keyboard and mouse, because that's easier than me having to use a laptop, because obviously the keys are smaller and I can't use this on the tactile pad. I have to use this hand, which is very difficult to do when you have a non-dominant hand, to try and like scroll and click things. So yeah, so I'll do that. Elliot, I think, has just got home. Daddy's got home, and I'm just about to make Cori his dinner because it's 5:30. First time I think I've left him by himself, and he didn't make a whimper, he didn't make a noise when I left. When I came back, he was completely fine. So fantastic job for you, bud, because you've been attached to me by the hip recently. I think because you can sense something's wrong, can't you? And now Daddy's home, and that's all you want. I plan tomorrow, because it is Saturday, to venture out, because I do need to film some videos, because I don't have anything for my Tuesday uploads currently. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, which means Cori's been left alone for a little bit again, but I think it's good to build him up to that. It's good for me to get out of the house, because my hands are getting a bit better, and I need to remember how to use these fingers before all that knowledge dissipates from my head. He's sorry. Get down.
Buy a toy.
If you can't.
Buy a toy.
No, where's a toy?
I mean, you look immediately at his feet like there'd just be a toy there.
Well, there should be. There should be toys lying absolutely everywhere, Daddy. No. He has to sit down before he gets a fuss. Fuck you, Mum. You sit down and get a fuss. He's got to sit down before he has a fuss. Because otherwise, he'll never learn. So I am back home. I've just finished up my haul video, which will already be on the channel. So I'll leave a card. And then you can also just go check it out on your own accord. Cori's whining because I did actually pick him some things up, but he can't have them yet, so he's sad. He did super well. So yeah, I think I left at maybe 10:30, 11:15, and it is now, bear with me 2 seconds, it is now 1 o'clock, so he did super great. Obviously we have our pet can, so I was keeping tabs on him the whole time. If he was stirring or making noises or whining and stuff like that, then I would have immediately obviously come home. But he did super great. I managed to do everything I wanted to do, which I'm so thankful for. And it means I don't have to go out again for a while, so that is fantastic. But I did pick up some other bits that I wanted to show you that obviously aren't relevant to the Halloween autumn haul. So first up, very boring, I went into B&M, as you would have seen, and the only thing I picked up was some toothpaste. Very boring, I only picked up toothpaste. And then everything else is from M&S. So, if you have not had this drink, what are you doing? The iced tea from M&S is absolutely gorgeous. And if you can get the pomegranate one, even better in my opinion. They didn't have any of the pomegranate one though, so I had this one. And I'm very picky about iced teas because, no shade to Lipton, but I feel like when you have an iced tea, it is supposed to be refreshing. It's not supposed to be overly sweet, things like that. And I feel like Lipton is very heavy on the sweetness, so it doesn't feel refreshing, if that makes sense. Whereas this is a very good iced tea, and that it is actually refreshing. Obviously it has a little bit of sweetness, but it doesn't like make you like feel like you need to drink more because that didn't hydrate you because it was so sweet, if that makes sense. Bloody divine. So yeah, have that. I just picked myself up some lunch because, to be honest, we don't really have a lot here. We don't need to go food shopping. So I just picked myself up a lunch. I didn't do a meal deal because their meal deals aren't great there. And like, I knew I wanted an iced tea and that wasn't in the meal deal. So I just picked myself up some chicken, honey and mustard pasta. So I can have that. They had dragon fruit. Now, I haven't had dragon fruit forever. I used to get it when we used to go to Costco. And trust me, when they put a Costco that's closer to us, we will be getting a Costco membership again and going. But no, like, none of our regular supermarkets have them. And to be fair, I have looked at M&S before on multiple occasions and they've not had them. So I think I was just lucky this time. So I have 2 dragon fruit. I tried to pick out the biggest and the best looking ones. And these are actually £3.50 each. But they had an offer on where you got 2 for £4. So I picked up 2. I also wanted to get this because I wanted Cori to try dragon fruit because he absolutely loves watermelon. And for me, dragon fruit is a kind of similar type of fruit where it's very watery. There's not a lot of flavour going on, to be honest. And there's a little bit of sweetness, but there's not like a whole lot. And I love them. I absolutely love them. So I'm so happy I have some dragon fruit. Now, they had all of the new things, like the nutty cloud bites. They had the big daddy bars. They had everything. They had the stuffed cookies, all of that stuff. I don't want to go too crazy because I don't want to spend too much. Shoot me. But as I said earlier, if they had the Candy Kittens, I wanted to get one of each flavour so me and Elliot could try them because we do love Candy Kittens. And they did. They had one of every, well, they had multiple of every flavour, but I got one of every flavour. So we have, they're very, very, like, stiff bags. So we have a lemon sherbet. We have rhubarb and custard, which I think Elliot's going to absolutely adore. And then we have some strawberries and cream. And that's everything I literally bought today. That's literally it. Nothing too exciting, to be honest with you. Definitely go check out my big autumn shop around. Again, a bit lackluster in some of the shops, but TK Maxx was slapping this time. It's just I don't need any of the things they had. So, but if you're in the market for it, definitely go watch that. But yeah, I'm gonna pack this all away. I'm gonna sit down and have some food because, again, it's 1 o'clock and I have not eaten anything yet. And this was my first bit of drink for the day. So very, very warm. I'm gonna go change because I underestimated how warm it was going to be. To be fair, that I was rushing like to catch buses and stuff because I didn't want to miss one and then have to wait half an hour because it's not fair on Cori. So I was like rushing around trying to get buses and stuff. But yeah, so that's going to do it for now. I don't know. I think Elliot said he potentially wanted to just pick up a dinner for tonight and then do a takeaway. I don't know if he's changed his mind or if he wants to actually go do a food shop. Regardless, I will show you. I'm tempted to actually have the takeaway tonight because, again, I've like ventured out. So like I've used up energy and I can't say I can't be asked to cook because it's not going to be me cooking anyway. But also I don't think Elliot's going to want to cook because he also has to do the washing up as well, bless him. He's been an absolute saint the last week because I try and help out where I can around the house, but not having your dominant hand and not being able to get your hand wet, it really limits you on what you're able to do. So I've been trying to keep up with the washing, like the laundry, because I can manage that one-handed. And I've been putting away all of like the dry washing up. So I've been trying to contribute where I can. Obviously been keeping Mr. Man occupied. We are going to go have some water play in the garden in a bit, I think. Obviously I've not been able to take him on like a proper walk. We're just kind of doing a little trot around the neighbourhood because obviously like it's difficult for me trying to walk with my non-dominant hand because it's just not as strong. But we've been trying to do a lot of play in the garden with him, so he has had like time to exert and stuff like that. So do some more play in the garden later. Yeah? Mummy's got to try her best not to get her other hand wet. Yeah. You are such a good boy. I could not have asked for a better boy in my life. You one in a million, mate, aren't you? Are you a good boy? Would you like a treat? He's just staring at me. So yeah, I'm gonna get all this packed away, and I will talk to you later with whatever the update is. So, we have ordered un takeaway. So we've mixed things up this time. So we got our normal kebab like we always do. But they have a like mixed platter thing. So we have falafel, halloumi, salad, their homemade hummus and tzatziki, as well as our kebab. So I'm very, very excited for this. Let me try and get it. Let me get it on camera. Let me get it on camera. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you're excited because you're going to get a treat, aren't you?
Cori, out.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Sit, boy.
No! Dinner has been eaten. We're now doing a taste test of the Candy Kittens. So what's this? Rhubarb and custard. Oh, wow.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out.
It's not too, like...
They're new sour disco sweets, but rhubarb and custard flavoured would slap.
I like those. They're nice. It's not super like, because I'm not a fan of like really rhubarb and custard. I feel like the sucky sweets are like really like oh, whereas
Those
they're
are
like
a soft rhubarb and custard.
yeah, they're like a nice subtle flavour. Cori has joined us. Next up, we have lemon sherbet. You can't have any, Cori. Oh. Ugh. I take it back. Ugh.
You don't like them?
Ugh.
Berries and cream.
That was way too sharp for me. If you like sour, and lemon sherbet,
They're not sour. It's sour. It's just tart.
That's super like. Oh, yeah, you can have the lemon ones. And then we have strawberries and cream.
They're good. Definitely think my favourite's the rhubarb and custard.
Because I was worried that these ones were just gonna taste very similar to their strawberry ones. But you definitely get that like creamy sort of flavour. It's not like straight strawberry. What were those little sucky sweets?
Oh, I know which ones you mean. Those strawberry and cream
The
sucky
yeah,
sweets.
the little, this is what that tastes
They don't
like.
make those anymore. I think there's another company that does them.
That is what these taste like, strawberry and cream ones. So if you like that, those ones are good. Yeah, lemon sherbet.
Why is nothing ever clean in our cupboards?
Sorry. Lemon sherbet is a no from me. Rhubarb and custard, it's alright. Strawberry and cream is my favourite. What's your order? Or is your order the same as mine?
Not massively. Sure.
You like tart things, like you like lemon sherbet sweets anyway, whereas I don't. So mine's strawberry and cream, rhubarb and custard, and the lemon sherbet.
Rhubarb and custard first, me, then the strawberries and cream. I think the lemon sherbet is the most lacking one, definitely.
It's not lacking, I just feel like there's no like depth of flavour, it's just like, boom, lemon, like... I feel like there's not a slow build to it, it's just very in your face.
But it's lemon sherbet, so it's supposed to
Yeah.
be kind of like incredibly lemony, so it's kind of in the name.
I know, but like, a lot of their flavours aren't normally like super... Oh, don't mix them all together.
I'm fine.
No, because they're gonna taste all... You can't tell the difference between the rhubarb and custard and...
You've got the best ones and slightly yellow.
There you go. Yeah, I definitely get them again. Not the lemon sherbet, but I definitely get the other ones again. Maybe they'll be in the advent calendar this year. Because they have new things, don't they? They have new flavours this year.
I like the disco ones, though. We had those recently, but we didn't do a review of them.
Because they have chocolates now.
Ooh.
So I'm wondering if they're going to be in the advent calendar as well. But yeah, that was our little taste test. We've just been watching The Crown, which we have been absolutely loving. Which I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would like it, but it's actually been really... I don't want to say fun. It's been really informative, which is actually like...
Obviously, it's not 100% true to life. It's dramatised. So some of the bits in there are very obviously they've gone over the top with them just to make them seem...
Yeah, but some things, like at the end of episodes, if it's like a true thing, they'll have like the photos of Mr. Dude in Germany.
Oh yeah,
those were shocking.
Photos of the Queen's uncle
who was going to be king but abdicated.
Who abdicated, and there's just pictures of him
literally shaking hands and smiling and standing with Hitler at concentration camps and SS training camps. That was because we were like, oh, this must be fabricated, and then at the end they literally just showed pictures of it, and it was just like,
That's
oh
wild.
my god.
That wild.
But this is what I mean, is like they have so many things that like I didn't know about, and it's fascinating. I thought it'd be really boring, but I'm actually like enjoying it. I feel like it has enough drama, but it's still serious.
I enjoyed the first season more because I feel like the lady who played the Queen in the first season did a very good job. But so far in the second season, my major complaint is that they did do a very large age jump. And they've made her seem a lot older and bitter in the second season so far. I think that's just the way the actress is portraying her. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I think it's difficult, isn't it, when you like... Because I really liked... I don't know the actress's name, but I liked her and...
The actress who played the Queen's sister.
And what's the... Who's Doctor Who? What's his name? Oh my god.
Oh, well, the guy who played Prince Matt Smith.
Matt Smith, that's the one. I enjoyed all their characters, but I think because we've got all new characters, it's going to take us a while to get into...
So, I love the person who's playing the Queen's sister this time around because it's what's-her-face, Tim Burton's wife.
Yeah, again, so bad with actors.
And then...
I like who plays Philip, actually.
The guy who plays Philip is a fantastic fit. I just think that the person who plays the Queen, that should have been person who played her... Because you got, I think it's there's 6 seasons, which means
they have two seasons of each actor, and
I feel like the lady who's playing the Queen should have been playing the next age jump, not this one.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but obviously we're getting up to very modern times in the last season.
I feel like the person who played the Queen in the first season, they couldn't age her up enough. So even though she was supposed to be playing somebody in her 30s, it still came across as somebody in their 20s.
Yeah.
Because when she becomes Queen, she's obviously in her very early 20s. But this lady now is supposed to be portraying her in her 40s and 50s, and then the person after does the 60s and 70s. But it feels like we're already at late 50s with this person.
It does feel like the Queen's actress is very sort of one-dimensional at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you had the other actresses, you had those light-hearted moments when she was with Philip, and there were two sides of it where she was serious and she could relax. Yeah. And I feel like, I mean, we're only 3 episodes in?
We're on episode 3. We've only watched 2.
Yeah. So I feel like we've not had chance to see that dimension, but she does seem very kind of one-noted. But yeah, so that's our night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. I can't really say good morning actually. It is just the afternoon. I've just had my Morrisons shop delivered, so I thought we could go through that together. Out the way, Fluffy. Oh, he's so fluffy. So I am actually back at work today. I have managed to figure out how to type and stuff like that. I'm having to use our big computer though rather than my laptop because I cannot work on the work laptop. But yeah, so I thought I'd show you our Morrisons food shop. It's a bit of a lighter shop. It's not as many bougie things. It's a bit of a lighter shop, so I thought we could go through it. So we have, I'm just checking that they're fine, 1 punnet of strawberries. We then have 2 penny of strawberries. We've got some apples. I want to have more of my granola that I'm going to be having this week. So strawberries were a must. And apples, I just thought it'd be good to give Cori some apples, and I have some apples. We have some tagliatelle, mozzarella and cheddar cheese. We have a 3-pack of onions, double cream. I have 2 packs of vanilla yogurt. This is Icelandic yogurt. It's very thick consistency. What else? Tomato mascarpone sauce. Mushrooms. We have some Cajun style chicken breasts. Chipolates. Now this is something we haven't had in ages, so we decided to go for it, and we've just got some garlic chicken Kievs. Not had Kievs in, I would probably say, years. So definitely a new thing for us. Have a big old bag of chippies. Have a little bag of peas. And then we have a stuffed crust barbecue chicken pizza. We didn't do the pizza meal this time. Just just got a stuffed crust frozen pizza. So that's that bag. Cori's very diligently guarding the other bag, aren't you? You bit in the way, yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys. Oh, this one's a heavy one. Yeah. Here we go. Next bag. So Morrisons actually had so normally with their fizzies it's like 2 for £3 or 2 for £3.50 depending on what you go for. It was 3 for £2, I believe. So we actually got to get like a mix, which was actually really nice, and I prefer it because I like having Coke and Dr. Pepper and Sprite, but you can never normally get them. You can either get Dr. Pepper and Sprite or Coke. So I'm happy about this. So we have, of course, Nilly Coke. If you've been around for a while, you will know Nilly Coke is damn good. We then have some Dr. Pepper Zero, because again, Dr. Pepper is very, very good. We then have some Sprite Zero, mainly because we've been using it for like mixing with stuff, so it's good to have it. Very boring. Some milk, some kitchen roll. I of course have my sourdough, cannot not have sourdough. Because my hand's still a bit gunky and horrible, I'm probably not going to be able to like do any baking for this week. So I have picked up some like sweet cookie bits just to kind of tide us over. Which sucks because I really want to bake because I love baking, but hopefully next weekend we can these won't be as bad so we can bake. So I just have some Le Petit cookies. Couldn't tell you they were on offer, so I picked them up. We have some Tang Pastics, some tropical squashies, and then these are Elliot's favourite cookies, the chunky milk chocolate bakehouse ones. That's that. I normally go for the Fuel granola, but boy oh boy was it expensive for not a big box. And I'm aware it probably isn't the healthiest thing, but it fills me up more and it encourages me to have like strawberries and like more fruit and stuff like that. So I just have choc nut granola. Again, I know it's not the most healthiest granola and it's full of sugars and all this shit, but get off my back, alright? We just have a small box of laundry pods. These were on offer, so just picked them up. Probably need to pick up more the end of the month, maybe, just before. But again, if this was only £3.50, so not complaining. Then have some finger rolls. And then we have a blackcurrant squash and a peach squash. And that's everything we got. So it's a very, very condensed shop. Typically my shop is the one that's extravagant because I'm the one paying for that shop, so I kind of feel more comfortable buying like additional bougie stuff, whereas obviously Elliot pays for the food for the rest of the month, so I don't like to burden him with that stuff. So bit of a simple shop this week, but dinners are obviously pizza. We're then going to have 2 nights of chicken Kiev chips and peas. We have some hot dogs. We have some Cajun chicken pasta, and then we're having just regular pasta with the rest of the sausages and sauce. And I think we've got 6 nights worth of dinner. Potentially because on Wednesday it's going to be 30 something degrees, so we probably will be getting a takeaway on that night, just so we don't have to cook at all or anything. But yeah, so that is all that. I need to pack this all away. I need to make myself some food because I have not eaten yet. And make myself a drink, and I'm just going to continue with my work, which I've been slowly trucking along with. So yeah, that is that.